Oh yeah, fucking Nephilim, possessed by evil. Reset some things here, so let me know if the audio is all good. A little too big. Don't need to be that big over here. But yeah, so we are not only streaming this time, we're not only streaming on Rumble and YouTube and Kick, but I also just did this X Premium shit, and it looks like we are streaming and it is up over there, so a brand new platform. We'll see. I want to kind of give this premium thing over there a little bit of a test run. Of course, you know, if you've been watching the most recent streams, while we're on YouTube, I got to wear a mask. YouTube hates me. YouTube loves to kick me off. So I'm using YouTube as just kind of a launching pad for getting us over on these other platforms and shit, because these other platforms are just, they're way more gung-ho like free speech. I just absolutely fucking hate YouTube, but you know, YouTube is, it is what it is, man. It's the platform that everybody wants to use, everybody wants to check out, so whatever, man. We're gonna move this thing along here, doing what we can. I do have some announcements to make. I'm probably gonna have to drop YouTube before I mention that, though. Well, I guess I can mention it now and just show you guys later. What's up, Dime Day? How's it going, man? And Mao, I saw you over there. What's going on, dude? So I made this new like Rumble channel, okay, and it's only going to be to post. Like I've told you guys before, I hate having to, like, when I'm doing a stream, I have to like dig through if I can find the album online. Sometimes people won't upload individual tracks, so I'll have to like find the whole album and like go to the exactly like the cut of the certain song or whatever. So I made an additional Rumble channel where I'm just uploading shit like crazy. I'll show that off later. It's called True Metal Proliferation on Rumble. No spaces. It's going to be nothing but just like individual tracks. Maybe eventually I'll do some full albums on there, but just going to be uploading a bunch of shit that, you know, is in the vein of the kind of stuff we're playing over here, especially right now, getting a lot of the harder to find stuff that's not on YouTube, getting that up over there. So yeah, we're going to try to grow this fucking thing. We're going to try to spread it out as much as we can, but we're going to see, man. I like, today this is the first time doing anything on X with it. I've never done a stream before to X, but it seemed like a pretty reasonable deal. It's like 50% off, and it's like $4, and you can include X into the streaming package. We're going to see how it works. I've actually never even watched an X space, but we'll see who might pop up over there for some good fucking metal tunes, because we got all kinds of shit. Again, we will do, when you see this, that means we're moving the fuck over. And we're knocking YouTube the fuck out so we can actually play some stuff that YouTube is not fond of. That's another little bit of a mention I did want to give. The Badass channel, anybody might have saw the post I did here on YouTube. That Badass channel, NSBM Archive, they got banned off of YouTube. This site's just, it's awful for anything that is like not, you know, like really like pro-lefty. Anything that kind of pushes the limits as far as that goes, they will shut that shit down in a fucking heartbeat. The old Autopsy 87 channel, I had those issues. They were just demonetizing shit, deleting videos, and never even like letting me know, giving me hate speech strikes and all that sort of shit. And then obviously with the Drewcifer channel here on YouTube, you know, they nixed that. So we had to move on to bigger and better things, man. We're just using YouTube as a launching platform, but we will later on in the show knock it the fuck out. And when you see my Chad ass standing over the, you know, basically damn near lifeless corpse of YouTube, you'll know it's time to go to Kick or Rumble or X. We are up on X. It looks like it's working right. Bro, I went totally into that thing fucking blind. I was like, hey man, for $4, if it'll let me stream over there, that's cool. We'll try it out. And it actually, looking at it over here, and it actually looks pretty damn good. And our chat's working. And what we got here, cool, I'll check it out. I don't know about that. Let this get screwed over too. That's not what I've seen, man. I mean, maybe some, but dude, the stuff that I see that like proliferates over there, it's like the untouchable edge in a lot of metal stuff, and just a lot of art, a lot of critiques and criticism. Like the edge, you find the edge on the right wing, man. I've never found anybody that, unless somebody's like overtly like calling for violence or something, which, look, it's a website, I understand you can't do that sort of shit. But what I've found is like, it's literally only people that are like, especially if you're like a white identitarian type, they don't fuck with that at all. Like that is where like you will just get completely buried. So Joe Franzanelli, what's going on, dude? Cheese Curd 666. I can't say that because I'm still on YouTube, but I share the sentiment, man. I really do. We're gonna play some more tracks. We do have stuff that's YouTube friendly. I've been in like this fucking black thrash mood, man. It's just I've been listening to a bunch of fucking Absu, and I was watching like the videos of where like fucking dude from Absu like tried out for drums for Slayer, and it got me like right back into listening to a lot of Slayer that I haven't really jammed in a long time. So I'm gonna play some fucking Absu, man. I love this shit. Check it the fuck out. Let's do Morbid Scream. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. There's something about like that mixture of black thrash that's fucking chef's kiss, man. Love that shit. Love that shit, man. It got me like in such a thrash mood going back and like, dude, how many times have you heard like the classic Slayer stuff? You've heard it like a million fucking times, right? But just going back and listening to it like again for the first time, and like, yeah, I mean, I'll still will dabble occasionally, listen to Slayer, but you know, you get into like way more extreme shit and stuff like that. Occasionally you go back and it just reminds you how fucking good it is. You like that one, Mao? He says this is fucking crank. Yeah, dude, that's one you got to crank. You got to crank that one right the fuck up. We do have some more shit. So I do want to play some stuff because we're on X for the first time tonight. Yeah, Black and Thrash does roll. We're on X for the first time tonight, and there's like real cool like metal channels or what do you call them, pages or whatever the fuck on X that I'm like following, you know, sharing stuff with and stuff. You know, I'll get some likes from some of these guys because I'll share some metal stuff. In fact, that last track, Morbid Scream by Absu, I shared that and got a little bit of traction on that, sharing some of the metal stuff. But I'm afraid there might be some people from X that come over thinking, you know, it's like, oh, metal, I like Five Finger Death Punch. Well, we want to make sure we weed those people right the fuck out because that's not the type of metal we do over. So, time for some fucking war metal. We want to make sure anybody who thinks this is like the happy-go-lucky, you know, Lamb of God is so neat. We're going to make sure we run those people right the fuck out. And we're going to do it with some Godhammer, Sulfuric Throne. Yeah. Damn, that's a fucking good one. That main riff gets me with that. Fucking great. In fact, I was trying to pull up a picture here. I was thinking about this. Like, this is like the true fucking war metal. And I'm trying to find the exact image, but I've always said this. When you're listening to war metal and you want to know if the shit, like, if war metal's hitting just right, your reaction, your face should be that Judge Dredd face where he has that fucking grimace and he just looks pissed off at existence. That is the fucking war metal face. I'm trying to find the perfect image. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. Hey, this one will work. Here, let me save this. Fuck yeah. By the way, this actually makes me want to watch that movie, man. That 2012 remake of Judge Dredd was actually pretty damn good, wasn't it? You guys like that one? Thought that shit was awesome. You know, when I was a youngin', I thought the Stallone version was good. The other one's like way better, I think. Wait, that's not it. That's another cool picture. Anyways, everybody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. I thought I saved it. Try to find it during another. Maybe we'll play another. Do I have any more? I do have some more war metal that we're going to do before we drop YouTube. The new Antichrist Siege Machine. But I'm going to have to line up a fucking track for that one because the entire EP is up here. Let's do that. That'd be a perfect follow-up to Godsling Sonic Barbarism. Have you heard of the band Sedges Fendere? Bro, I have like 5 of their albums. I just uploaded. I was telling everybody I need to. I love the cavernous vocals. Hell yeah, dude, totally. I need to remind everybody once we drop YouTube, I'll be able to show it off. Okay. So I made a new Rumble channel, and this Rumble channel is just to upload individual tracks. I'm going to show it off later. It's called True Metal Proliferation, all one word. And I have uploaded, in the past 2 days, I have uploaded like fucking, I don't know, like 60 goddamn tracks. And I uploaded a bunch of Sedges Fendere off of the Mortal Grinder album. We're going to play some tonight, but it is definitely not YouTube friendly. So we will have to wait, and we'll pull that one up here in a little bit. But we want to try some of this new Antichrist Siege Machine. So remind me when we get around to it. I'll play some Sedges Fendere. That's really good shit from Brazil. They're not around anymore. They changed their name. It was Sedges Fendere. Then they changed it to just Sedges. I don't know if the dude had like a change of heart because all of his stuff was like NS. And then after that, he kind of like remade the albums and kind of dropped some of that stuff. So I don't know if he just had a change in lifestyle or something like that. Hold on. See, Antichrist Siege Machine wants me to shut up and play. But anyways, that's a great fucking band. Whoever mentioned that. Who was that? Cheese Curd, yeah. Fucking great band. We'll play some of that later, man. Let's see what else we got. Hi, yeah, also makes me think of the Full Metal Jacket. Show me your war face. Yeah, dude, when you have that fucking pissed off grimace, that is the war metal face. That's the face you should be making during this. This is off the new Antichrist Siege Machine. What is it? Cyclic Dehumanization. Fucking brutal. Oh yeah, dude, I'm still so pissed off at myself that I didn't see them live that last time they came through town. You know, I've mentioned it before, man. It's like, oh, they'll be back. Don't worry about it. That was like 4 years ago, and it's like, motherfuckers have put out like 2 goddamn albums since then. Like, come on, dude. Come on, come back to town. All right, before we drop YouTube, I do have some more stuff I want to do here. I actually had one more war metal track, but you know, I'm still in that kind of fucking thrashy mood, dude. This one's really good. I'll tell you what, maybe we'll do this and then we'll kick YouTube the fuck out. We can go play some like real fun stuff. Love this though, man. Okay, so anybody that's familiar with my shit knows like Sodom, I fucking love Sodom. And like early Sodom is fucking like is goddamn awesome. Now this is Toxic Holocaust covering early Sodom live. Some of the In the Sign of Evil shit. Burst Command to a fucking war, dude. This is great. Yeah, dude, so good. Actually, Live Only Death is Real. I actually found that on Discogs a few years back and bought it. It's only available on cassette. Yeah, this sounds awesome. Vocals sound killer. Yeah, dude, early Toxic Holocaust. I actually like all of Toxic Holocaust, but dude, the early shit, obviously, Evil Never Dies, like that stuff is like if Bathory played Thrash. Oh yeah, I also forgot to add some of this backing music. And it's funny because the last stream I did, I started adding this backing music. And whoever, I think it was what, Cheese Curter that mentioned Sedges Fendere, that was my backing music last time. Yeah. Should be subtle. Shouldn't be too loud, but it should be there. Can you guys even hear the backing music? It should be low. I mean, it shouldn't be like bothering, but you know, it's kind of like going to sleep with the fan on, you know? You like to have a little bit of fucking noise. Have you heard of the Brazilian band Abhorrence and their album Evoking the Abomination? That album kicks fucking ass, dude. Some of the fastest blasting death metal ever. Sick as fuck. Yeah, dude, it reminds me, it's kind of like in the vein of Impiety, like Skull fucking Armageddon. Yeah, dude, that's really good shit. I remember like at one point I was like on a quest to find an Evoking the Abomination t-shirt and I like could not find one. Lord Necron, what's going on, dude? Great to see you here, man. Lord Necron, of course, of the Witching Hour, does some awesome streams on YouTube. If you guys, maybe some of you aren't familiar with him. If you are, awesome. You know how good he does over there. He's also in the band's Pius Levis. So go check out Pius Levis and check out his streams, dude. You'll get turned on to all kinds of awesome fucking tracks. He's heard. I can hear it. Yeah, I can hear it. It should be low. It should be low. It should be subtle in the background. But it's better than like... I hate that dead air feeling, that dead air sound. It looks like, yeah, that stream is still up. We are streaming on Rumble. We are streaming on Kick. We are streaming on X. Big Mingus over there on Kick. That is like the exclusive Kick guy. I think it was Big Mingus that requested streaming to Kick. New Antichrist Siege Machine. Perfect. Yeah, dude. That EP rips, man. Good shit. All right, we're going to do a couple more here for YouTube, and then we're going to sign off of YouTube and take the party over to Rumble, Kick, and now X. Still, it's like the dumbest name, man. I don't know why the fuck. Like, we get it, Elon Musk. You have a lot of fuck you money, but you didn't like X is like something a teenager would have named that fucking site. It's like buying Coca-Cola and changing the brand name. It's like everybody already knows Coke. Still working on a new record. When it's ready, it's ready. Hey, I hear you, dude. I hear you. That new Infuriator, I actually just paid the mixer. We got our final mixes. And the new Infuriator, do I still have a picture of that on my desktop? The new Infuriator will be out before you know it. I'll promo it here, maybe play some tracks or whatever. I don't know. I think we might do like a little makeshift video, you know. But we gotta do what all the cool guys do. We got like a rent a club, you know, because in the music video, the guys got to like chase a girl, try to fall in love, and that's obviously we're not gonna do any gay shit like that. It's probably gonna look more like the past Infuriator videos. And you know, I really liked that new Lord Humongous video. It was awesome. If I thought we could pull off something like a blend between the new Lord Humongous video and the new Morden Red video, I would probably go for that. But yeah, anyways, that album should be up before you know it. Shit. I removed the wrong image. What image did I remove? Fuck. Did I fuck that up? Hello, Twitter was a dumb name too, but at least more than a letter. Yeah, well, it's also easier to, like, you know, I don't know. It's just like you already had the name. It's like whatever the name is, it's like, okay, but just like, you know, just, I don't know, just stick with it. Guess it's not a huge deal, but whatever. All right, do some more here. Let's do, yeah, I'm going to do this in honor of Necron, man, because Necron's here. Necron's a fucking old schooler. Everybody who is familiar with Hobbs, Angel of Death, this is like, this was the band that he was in before, right? This track is catchy as shit. This is like good old school fucking speedy with like that 80s, like still had some sensibilities of like, you know, we want like, you know, kind of a catchier chorus, something that people, you know, the kids will remember when they're driving back home in their Pinto or whatever. So we're gonna do some Tyrus, Cold Steel, Warm Death. Yeah, you know, that is a great idea. I can go rent a tank. Yeah, I think at some point in the band's history we talked about doing that. We talked about, no, I'm not chasing the girl with the tank, but we talked about, you know, like renting the tank, like band photos. Trying to find some cool shit that we could do. We tried to find, we hunted for bunkers, but a lot of those cool, like, Cold War bunkers that were around here have since been disbanded or caved in, or, you know, just something else has happened to them. So, yeah, it's hard to find those bunkers anymore. Then we were like, dude, we could just go do the at-war thing and just go out in the fucking woods with a bunch of rifles. And it's like, yeah, but nowadays everybody's weird about a bunch of dudes walking around with rifles. So, my theory is Elon is such a weirdo that he bought Twitter and renamed it X to call the Twitter files the X files. Oh, truth is out there, man. Speaking of that, I've been back in a kick of watching the old X Files episodes. I actually love that shit. Love me some old X Files. And then I saw they're rebooting it, and it's like an Indian and a black lady, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out. I'm good. It's like fucking everything they remade. I'm preaching to the choir on that one, though. All right, are we going to do anything else here on YouTube, or are we going to kick it to the curb? We're going to kick YouTube to the curb. We're going to go straight to Rumble, X, and Kick. See, we are still up on all of those. It looks like the stream's running well. Fucking A. Nice. Looking really good. All right. So that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to kick YouTube the fuck out. We're going to go ahead and knock YouTube out. We're going to move on over. Moving on up to the east side, finally get a piece of the pie over there on Rumble, Kick, and X. What we're going to do, guys, so for all of you that were watching on YouTube, thanks for coming out, man. If you guys want to continue, want to follow, head over to Rumble, head over to Kick. The links are right here on the screen. Rumble, Kick, X. You find all of it there, that's where we will be. Dime Day said it best. Gonna see you on Twitter. Cool, yeah. Let me know how the stream works out. This is my first time doing it. I've never even watched a live stream on there. Let me know, like, is there even a way? Oh, there is, like, a chat. No, I didn't even realize there's a fucking chat over there. Test that bitch out. Fascinating. Okay, there is a chat there. I've never even watched one. Super Coven said, Drew, I tried yelling at Gary to play Children of a Worthless God at the show the other night, but of course they didn't. They didn't play it, dude. That's like one of my favorite Exodus songs. Like one of the few songs by like an old school thrash band that actually like shits on Islam. All right, YouTube. Later, fuckers. Dropping YouTube. See you guys Rumble, Kick, and X.